This is the SANAT Kumara. I'm an advanced being and the Chief Operating Officer of planet Earth. I hold the Earth together as a planet in my consciousness. I help the Earth to its substance. Through my power of thought, everything keeps together. I support Earth being. I've accepted responsibility for implementing the Creator's plan for Earth. Given the state Earth is in, it should not surprise you that I address the people of Earth, especially the leaders, directly. Today, I talk about who Earth really is and how you should treat her. But before that, I sensed that there is a need for clarity about who is speaking on my behalf, what the differences in messages are between channels and this podcast through a walk-in. Numerous people around the world channel my messages of love to different cultures and in various languages. Most of them also channel master teachers, also known as ascended masters, as well as many of Earth's allies. This will continue. I use Dr. Martina Violetta Jung as a walk-in to provide messages of tough love to leaders. To the vast majority of them, love equals weakness, and weakness is something they want to avoid at all cost. Consequently, they need to be addressed in a different manner, and they need to be given the opportunity to talk to me, to consult with me directly through her to expand their consciousness. She is my permanent partial walk-in. Permanent means until the end of her incarnation on Earth. Partial means that I have taken over more than 3/4 of her, whilst the remaining part is still under full guidance of her own soul. Those who know her very well for many years say that she's pretty much the same, except when it comes to the work and mission I intend to accomplish through her. This is new and astonishing to them, as it is to you listening to my podcast. That out of the way, I would like to draw your attention to planet Earth, who she really is and what her purpose truly is. Earth is a living being, like you are. Earth has a soul, like you have one. The difference is that Earth is in touch with her soul and its guidance, and that you are not in touch with your soul and its guidance, for otherwise Earth would not be in such a terrible state. Earth's soul's name is Songkrit. The Sun's soul name is Xanadu. All celestial bodies have souls. These souls are highly evolved great beings, much further evolved on their journey to return to God, Source, the Creator, whatever you may wish to call it, than you and even I are. Celestial bodies are not just dead matter which can be settled on, used, polluted, contaminated, mined for, and exploited. Just as your body is not meant to be polluted, contaminated, organs being taken out, exploited in any way. I ask you to keep that comparison in mind. For Earth to recover from how humans have treated it for the last hundreds of years and are still treating it, some drastic changes are essential. Now. Earth is able to provide for all who live here by its renewable resources in a healthy and sustainable manner. Earth is not able to provide for greed, overconsumption, wastefulness, or any form of commercialization, monetarization, exploitation, and privatization. Food is meant to be food, not processed products. Food is meant to grow naturally in diverse settings, not with the help of pesticides and monocultures. Animals are meant to grow and live naturally, not in meat production cages. Water is meant to be natural, clean, and available freely, not bottled in plastic or sold otherwise. The natural resources are for all, and they are meant to be free. The indigenous people know that. They know Earth, its rules, and they live by them. Some men, however, had other ideas and created a chain of beliefs and actions that brought Earth from healthy to terribly sick. Western men created the notion that a leader is merely a successful leader if he subdues all others, secures resources for his people, expands his territory, grows his interests and business, becomes wealthier than all others, enters into the history books for having been the momentary master of a pinprick of this blue planet. You get what I'm hinting at, don't you? You have made yourself God, a creator, the master without knowing who Earth is, what her mission is, and why you incarnated on Earth at this point in time. Time to get more conscious. Earth, in fact, is a living being with a body and a soul as you are. It has non-renewable resources which you consider commodities that can be extracted against man-written permits, traded, made money of, to provide technical advancement to some parts of the human family. Would you allow the same with the cells, blood, and organs of your body? Would you allow anyone to take something out as they please? I don't think so. Because your body will not survive this for long. It would rebel, wouldn't it? So does Earth now. Or what do you consider the natural disasters to be about? Earth is a planet for all people equally, for all beings equally. First, group of men formed, then tribes. Later men established kingdoms. Kings gave part of their land away to reward the most loyal and successful warriors on their behalf. Less and less land became available for the use of all. Private property grew out of this. Private property is not a natural given of planet Earth. It is a human invention. In fact, the Latin word privare, which forms the root of the word private, literally means to rob or to deprive of. What do you need private property for? To demonstrate that you're more successful or important than others? To protect yourselves from being harmed or taken advantage of? To keep your fear in check of not being good enough? To keep your culture and knowledge to yourself? All of this has nothing to do with the purpose your soul has set out for this life on Earth. Before you are not fully aware of that purpose, your mission, and how to contribute to the plan of Earth, you are creating havoc. The icon I've chosen, a voice speaking through the colors of a country war has been forced upon, and the music by Richard Strauss should not be a mystery anymore. Because from my vantage point, most leaders of the people of the earth are at war with Earth, your habitat. You have invaded the substance of the planet to take what you want without understanding its functioning and purpose. Earth is meant to be a joyous, safe and abundant place for all members of the human family and all other beings who call Earth their home. This should be your initial guiding star for the necessary changes. Your soul is in harmony and union with God's, the Creator's plan for Earth. Look inside yourself for the precise mission your soul has given you to accomplish during your lifetime on Earth. Expanding your consciousness is what matters most now, before you set any further steps to handle the different crises. If you want to understand more about Earth in all its multidimensional complexity, the being itself, its helpers, its mission, and know how many and what kind of beings call Earth home, then turn to the novel series The Chronicles of SANAT Kumara. Expand your consciousness fast and wide. If you are a leader with substantial influence to change direction of a major company, an industry, a nation, or a multinational organization, you may turn to my walk-in via the website given in the description to this podcast so that I can guide you directly. I hope you will be listening again for my fourth message in a fortnight to learn more about Earth's mission within the solar system and its vital role within the whole galaxy. This is what I have to say to you today. Please spread my message far and wide so that an ever-increasing number of people, especially leaders, act out of a more conscious understanding of who Earth is and what matters now. I bless you all, the SANAT Kumara.